Do you want to make an underwater scene in Mine-Imator? Well, I'm here to show you how, so let's start. Alright, so you first want to of course have a scenery. Alright, so we now have the water here. But as you can see, when we go under it, everything just disappears. So how do we fix that? Well, we can't really fix it normally. So what you want to do is create a camera, because of course you want that, it's for your animation. Then you want to go into environment, change the sky color to something blue-like. Can I change the thank you. You know, because if you look underwater in Minecraft, there's usually a little bit of a bluer sky. So maybe around here would be good. And then you don't want to change the cloud color. Instead, you want to create a fog with custom fog color. Make it a lot more darker, as you can see here. So it becomes more like, you know, when water stacks, it becomes bluer and bluer. Then you want to change the distance, so it becomes really close. Like as you can see now, it basically looks like it's underwater. And also the neat thing is, the deeper you go, the more blue the clouds get, which it usually does underwater. But now you can see, we can't really see the difference between water and, yeah, water. But so how we fix it is that we create a plane, or surface it's called. We don't have to change any of these. So you create it, you then rotate it 90 degrees, wrong 90, so it lays down, and then we change the scale so it covers the entire water surface. Also we can change the position. I want to position it on the water so we can see just how it looks. We put it over the entire water. So something like this probably. And then underwater we see it looks quite good because we can't see the water. So what we now want to do is change the color to a bluish thing, or bluish color. But this doesn't look like water. So we change the opacity a little bit. And now you suddenly can see a clear line where water is supposed to be. And then we can also change the roughness, so we can get a little bit of a reflection if we want to. Not something you have to, but the detail is, it's fun to have details. Maybe not that much reflection, just a little bit, something like that. And then you can also, you know, change the, if you don't really like how it looks, you could always change around a little bit, trying to make everything look a little bit better. And now you have a underwater scene. It actually looks quite good. And then if you take a character, for example, here you can see that he doesn't really show because you look through a transparent surface. So just change the render depth until you can see him off the surface though, so because it's transparent. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. If you want more help with Mine-Imator, then you can just ask me and I will hopefully find an answer. So subscribe, and I see you later.